Hi Liam and Kimmy and CJ and Megan. I just finished watching your Common Craft video. I really enjoyed the amount of energy that you put into it and how alive you brought the scene in with your voices. The use of your voices was very good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up the rubric and I'm going to evaluate you on the rubric and take you through my ideas as to why I give you the grade that I did. I'm going to start perhaps with the visual artistry. This is something which you really could have quite easily taken a little bit more time and thought over. You had great images. However, your video was so far away that you could hardly see them. In fact, it was so far away that what you could see and what distracted me as a viewer were the tripod legs, which was kind of bizarre because that would have been such an easy thing to fix and to make sure that you'd framed your shot so that it looked like it should. It doesn't look like it's, a run through, because that's kind of what you made it look like. So although you did create some really nice images, very difficult to see, and I only know that because I saw them when you were making them. So if I was just watching it, I wouldn't know if they were that good or not because it was too far away. You did try to use some filmic techniques, which I was pleased about. I thought that you did a good job of your voices and using your voices. And that's probably going to come more into your variety and pacing, though. The mood wasn't entirely captured, and you didn't go out of your way to put any color in there or use of text or use of camera moving, zooming in and out. There wasn't really any of that at all. So sadly, your visual artistry is going to be down in the C area, which I know will be a disappointment to you, but there's not much else I can say because I don't think you captured the mood, and I couldn't really see your images, and there weren't that very many filming techniques to capture the mood. The use of the voice, though, and the variety and the pacing, a little bit quick at times, but not overly quick. I really did enjoy the voices. I liked the thoughtful voice that Liam put on when we were Ralph thinking about Piggy's death, and so that did engage me, and so for that you are a B. Okay, if you highlight these colors here. Now if I move up to the organization and structure, you absolutely had it in an organized way, and it flowed logically. The only thought I have is that you didn't add very much to it. However, it did flow logically and it was organized, so for that reason you are over here. You had the title page, pretty straightforward, over here too. One of the biggest concerns I had, other than the not framing the shot, was the level that you got to with your interpretation. So you recreated the scene. There was just enough in there for it not to be a retell. You had added some lines in there, not as much as I would have liked. So you had the important details. There is just a recreation, so you're just slipped in for a B there. The interpretation, it was there, but not enough of it. And I think I talked to you about this when you were scripting, but you still didn't seem to push yourselves to really get into the characterization. The conch, where was it? It should have been there. It completely disintegrated, and I didn't see that part at all in your video, and that was a major part. So I think that because of that, and because the only way that you portrayed the characterization was through what they said, and it was usually only one or two lines after an action, and so I really needed more than that, and a link to the theme. I didn't see any real link to the theme, so for that reason, again, sadly, you are down here in the C area. So if I'm to look at this rubric overall, this is worth 30%, and this for me is a big chunk of that 30%, so keep that in mind. This is 30% over here, which is good. This is 30% over here, which is not so good. And then down here, this is 10%. So looking at this, I am going to give you a B minus. Okay,